$572.45 for a grand total of $17,913.73, which is pretty good, robust, can be better. Always looking for people that want to donate to the scholarship fund and or pay their dues. As always, we have our chapter coins that we're selling for a fundraiser. And we have the welcome home coins that Larry Ellis got for us that we give to, say, a Vietnam veteran, welcome home, thank you for your service. And we also, this month, we start collecting our tips. So there's a tip basket up there.
James is an innovator when it comes to raising money. He really has a lot of different ideas, and we appreciate all of them. And they've all been successful so far, and I think he'll continue to do that.
If you drop any, you don't notice it, but there's a slight slope to this corner. So if you drop any money, change, bills, it'll just migrate.
It'll roll downhill to you.
So you don't need to look for it, it'll be in this corner.
Okay, wonderful.
May have attended the Smyrna Rotary Club annual Wings of Freedom fish fry out at the airport at Smyrna. And this is something that they usually honor military at. I've got the flyer. This is about sponsorship, but our own member, many of you know Colonel Tom Hickerson, his picture's on here. He's going to lead the honoree walk. So this year, like one year they did Korean War veterans, and I got to take my daddy to it, and they got complimentary tickets, and some years they identified Gulf War or Vietnam. This year I think it's all veterans and first responders, but Colonel Hickerson is going to lead the honoree walk. This is an amazing event, and this is going to be on September 12th, I believe. Let's see, September 12th. And then General Ogg wants us to know that some of us go to the MTSU football game that is for Veterans Day, usually in November. For some reason, it has been changed to September this year. They made that decision. He just wanted to give us a heads up that the veterans are going to be honored in September instead of November. That's going to be, I believe, at the game on September 19th. And the other announcement I have is when Beth worked so hard on the survey, the membership survey, one of the things that came out from that survey was people would like to see, they like this time frame, but maybe just slightly earlier. So we have talked to, through the grapevine here, and starting next month, instead of starting at 6 o'clock, we'll be starting at 5:30 with the goal that we'll get out 30 minutes earlier. So just a heads up on that.
And I will try to make sure that I fulfill that goal.
Yes. So that'll be on your invitation for next month. And if anybody's having any trouble getting any of the dinner invites, there's been a couple of little issues, please see me, and I'm happy to give you my cell phone. You can always call and reserve by calling me directly.
Thank you.
And it was extremely impressive to see approximately 120 cadets march in that auditorium for the ceremony, and with great military precision. And when a recipient was called up front, they had great military bearing. And I'm not surprised after the interview with Zoe and Izzy, who is the battalion commander and the executive officer, I'm not surprised that they were led by great leaders. Obviously they were in operational control because Colonel Banham, he did everything that they told him to do during that ceremony, and it went quite well. But obviously they've had some great training, and that's a tribute to you and the other instructors. And I think that's important because those cadets represent the seed corn for the future leadership of this country. And obviously they're in good hands and have good, young, great leaders. And so I just wanted to mention that. I also want to let you know, I'm going to go into my kind of recruiting mode now, but when you become juniors at MTSU, you're eligible to join MOAA, this organization, and it's free to join, and then you can participate in our chapter. So keep that in mind when you become juniors. That's my nickel. Thank you.
Okay.
This is my wife Sandy. I'm the state council president for MOAA, and I'd like to congratulate every chapter in our state because every chapter has won an award at MOAA National recently during AIA Week, Advocacy and Action Week, you know, they dole out the awards. And hopefully you got yours in the mail. Right there, okay, the awards. And those are for advocacy, those are for levels of excellence, those are for newsletters such as Malinda's checking everybody out right now. So great job to everybody. And the second thing I want to mention is we're going to have a leadership workshop for MOAA National coming to Chattanooga on the 16th and 17th of November. General Kelly, the CEO of MOAA, will be there. So this is the chance for Malinda to get his picture up front and personal. And put it in the newsletter, Malinda. And it'll be a workshop specifically for presidents, legislative liaison, and I'm gonna get this wrong because Phil can go, surviving spouses, where Holly's here, and it's either gonna be the treasurer, Jim, or it's gonna be membership chair. Monique, am I right? You're still the new membership chair. Excellent. So those will be paid for by MOAA, an overnight at the Westin Hotel. So I wanted to mention that. And finally, I want to close with thanking everybody. Sandy and I want to thank everybody for your sympathy, because battling stage 4 cancer is not chump change for anybody, but you know, God bless you all for your sympathy and support for us. And not to be outdone, Monday is what? Memorial Day. So we thank you all for your solemn sacrifices, and hopefully you saw the note I put out today, General Kelly's message on, you know, those sacrifices. 250 years, our anniversary's coming up. So there's a lot of things that the military can be proud of. All of you in this room, including spouses, including new cadets, can be very proud of what, you know, your service means to this country. God bless you all, and have a great evening.
To mine, my roommate, Thomas E. Brunk, lost at sea in 1972, I think. And he was flying a P-30 Orion 4-engine propeller plane doing Russian submarine searches off the coast of California. The last radio broadcast from Tom indicated everything was fine. There were no problems with the airplane or with the flight. The plane disappeared. It's never been found. It's a total mystery as to what happened to it and what happened to a full crew on board the plane. No debris was ever recovered, no sign. There was an extensive search, and his name is on the Lost at Sea wall at the Naval Academy next to the cemetery. His wife was pregnant at the time.
She learned a week after he went down.
I'm sorry?
She found out a week after he went down.
Okay.
And for what you've done for these two fine cadets and fine young ladies and fine human beings. That I can assure you that your scholarship dollars are going to two really, really deserving young people. So they're really special to me because they are my first graduating class. I retired in 2021 and then took a few months off and then had the opportunity to come to Riverdale to be a senior Army instructor. And they were my first group of freshmen that I had all the way through. So they're very special to me in that. As freshmen, they were a little bit different than you see them today. They were quiet, to say the least. Well, one of them was quiet. One of them didn't say anything, and the other one was the mouthpiece for the two of them. But they were inseparable, and they've been inseparable for the last 4 years. It looks like they're going to be inseparable for at least the following year, because they're going to MTSU together and going to keep each other in line. But Zoe and Izzy are two awesome young people. Izzy is going to go and study biology at MTSU. Zoe is going to go and study something I have no idea. It's way more complicated than aviation, I can tell you that. But it's been a pleasure, and I know that Larry alluded to seeing the young people at the awards ceremony. I had the pleasure to see them for 4 years and see them grow. And that's what that program does. It gives high school students a place to belong the first day that they show up. And unfortunately, in today's society, there are a lot of places you don't want your kids to belong. And they will find a place, and we provide a safe and positive home for our kids and our cadets. And it's because the cadets run the program. He said that this is my battalion commander, my battalion XO from last year. And so the success that we see going forward and what they've left behind is left Riverdale in a great place. I want to have a shameless plug. Zoe had the opportunity last fall to go to Washington, D.C. with me on the honor flight. So I sit on the board of the honor flight of Middle Tennessee, and which is a tremendous organization itself. We take veterans from, it's been a couple of years since we've had any World War II veterans, but all the way through Vietnam to Washington to see all the monuments and spend a day. And she served as a guardian and spent a day with a Vietnam veteran. And it is the relationship with our new officers and our veterans that keep the legacy and keep those things that we want as a country to continue. And it's that personal history that means so much more. So this is exactly how an organization like MOAA does it, by showing these two young ladies what it means, and what it means that we are a family of veterans, a family of officers, and the fact that it long outlasts the days that we wear a uniform. And it is something that you started early, and something that hopefully will continue for many years. So I want to introduce Zoe Clark and Isabella Peden, if you guys will come up here. You don't have to say a lot, but I'm going to give the podium to you guys to just say a couple of things.
I'm Zoe. I just want to introduce myself a little bit more. I was Riverdale, as he said, I was Riverdale's battalion commander last year. And yeah, I put a lot of my time and effort into Riverdale JRTC, and it's just been such a blessing for me. Going into it, I definitely didn't know how much it would open up for me. But through this program, I met my best friend of 4 years, and like he said, we have been inseparable ever since. And other things like that, it's just blessed me with, and I'm so grateful. And it means even more to me that an organization like this is sponsoring us both to go into MTSU ROTC and fulfill our career plans through that. So. Oh.
Very similar to Zoe, I just want to thank you guys a lot for this opportunity and for y'all's kindness and everything. I came to Riverdale for my freshman year not knowing anybody at all. So it was a very big change for me, and coming into JRTC, it really just helped me gain friends, obviously, but then also just a lot of experiences. I didn't realize how much it would come to mean to me in the 4 years of my high school, and it really just, Colonel was amazing, our Sergeant Major is amazing, and it actually brought me so far as to, I enlisted this morning into the Tennessee Army National Guard. I will be continuing the path beyond that and doing ROTC for 4 years at MTSU, and then going off to be an officer. So none of these opportunities would be here if it wasn't for the JRTC program. So it definitely means a lot to me, and I will always hold it very near and dear to my heart.
Yeah. Now stay up there.
Everybody stay up there. Yes, there you go. So this is a sample check, obviously. So.
It's not gonna be like, what is it, Happy Gilmore, where she insists on putting the big check in.
It is good.